Something you have to do is you don't have employees, so you don't have to issue W-2s or have payroll or anything like that. But you should be any independent contractors, like maybe like the camera people. You should basically be issuing them a 1099, and you have, I think, till January 31st. So like when you have people work for you that are independent contractors, is what you should give them like a W-9 form. They'll put their information in. At the end of the year, you give them a 1099. So that's something, that's just like compliance, something you should keep in the back of your head. Also,
I learned that today.
yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
Also, when you
We'll get you your
when you get
1099s.
that LLC for New York, you're going to there's an annual fee, an LLC fee. It's an IT 204 LL. You got to file. So that's just compliance. And then the beautiful thing about the Schedule C is it's on your individual tax return. Until you bring partners on, then it's going to be a partnership return. What you just said, I would deduct that. I mean, that's your opening
yes.
part. Yeah, I deduct it.
That's what the song's gonna be. Deduct that bitch. that was my suggestion. He's an artist, but his right.
But you put it on camera now. Now he has to do it.
Do you think so?
Yeah, it's on the
Deduct
show.
that bitch,
It's
bro.
on the show.
I had some lyrics. I was like, she treating you wrong. Deduct that bitch. No, I'm not a rapper. All right.
I had one
Yeah,
question.
you don't want the
right?
IRS coming down there and they're going to listen to the song and be like, nah.
You're not deducting
Hey man,
anything,
if my paperwork is good.
Oh, boy.
So it's generally what I've heard is that it's better to start an LLC rather than an actual corporation, right? Because you're able to deduct more things with an LLC. Do you know anything about that, or?
I kind of do. So basically, I happen to be a big fan of the LLC, like especially if like a single member, because it's only one tax return.
Right.
Once you start bringing in like a separate tax return for the business, it's more expensive. The LLC is more expensive to set up because you have a publishing fee. But basically, any expenses that are going to be incurred you should be able to take them on both. The thing with like a corporation, if it's like a regular corporation, is a C Corp, and then you can make this special election called an S Corp. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So S Corps are people could save a lot of money on payroll taxes with S Corps, because I don't want to go too into it, but if you have an LLC, any income from an LLC is considered self-employment income. So it's subject to both halves of like 15 point whatever percent. Like when you work for a W-2, you only pay half and the employer pays the other half. When you're self-employed taxes, you have to pay both halves. That's an LLC. So any money you make in an LLC is going to be subject to self-employment taxes going forward, and any money. And another thing with an LLC, if you're a member of an LLC, you can't be an employee of that LLC. So if you're an owner of the LLC, you can't also be an employee. It doesn't exist. You can't do it. You get something called a guaranteed payment instead of salary. Now with an S Corp, you can be a shareholder, and you could be
Like an officer.
an officer. Yeah, you can be
That was a guess. Good guess.
Yeah, but you could be an employee of that. You could be if an S Corp, you could be an employee and a shareholder. And any income from the S Corp is not subject to self-employment taxes. So what people would do is they try to let's just say you have a company that's making $200,000 a year, and you're gonna say, okay, if it's an LLC, that $200,000 a year is basically all self-employment taxes in theory. With an S Corp, you'd be like, okay, I'm going to take salary for $50,000, so I have to pay payroll taxes on $50,000, but the $150,000 isn't subject to self-employment taxes. That's the game people play, and the IRS can come in and they say you have to take a reasonable salary, and the IRS can come in and be like, any dividends that you take can be reclassed as wages. Did I answer your question, or did I go way?
No, you answered it and many more than I might
Showing us
have.
the game, baby.
Yeah.
Mr. Big.
I'm drinking. I'm sorry, guys.
No.
No, this
It's not about making
this is
money.
what this
it's about
episode's
keeping
about,
money.
bro.
I keep money.
I won't lie, I got a little lost.
But here's the thing though, with the S Corp is you have to file. Okay, now the thing is the S Corp, you have to take salary. So so right here, Eugene, let's say he's a single member LLC, just files his individual tax return. That's it. With the S Corp, you got to file he's an individual, the S Corp, and now you got to pay 4/4 of payroll taxes. See what I'm saying? There's a lot more compliance.
Yeah.
So you might save money, but there's work involved.
Right, yeah. Whereas it's better to just pay the more money for the LLC and then
Well, and not have to worry. I can
not worry
sleep
about
good
it.
at night, and
Right.
and you know what? Somebody forgets to do the payroll taxes. Like that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, that's what's cool about lawyers with swag, man. Y'all have them break it down to us like we fourth graders. You know, that's cool, and all these people understand, understood all that.
That's the goal, baby.
You know, that's
That's
dope.
taxes
That's
is supposed
dope.
to be.
Got your bitch. Swag, 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 swag. Attorneys with swag, 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 swag. Attorneys.